Welcome to Planet Weather, January 4th, 2023. Welcome, January 4th, 2023. Welcome to Planet Weather. Here's what's going on your planet today. Ring of Fire has quieted down a little bit. We did have a 5.4 in Papua, Indonesia. We also had a 5.4 in the Gilbert Islands. Here at home, usual amount of activity, but I did want to bring something to your attention. When you are going onto this site to check to see what's going on, you may see things like this. Let me just go in. Do you see that's a little diamond? When you come across a little diamond, and today there are 3, I believe. We've got one there in Oklahoma, which you'll find those in Oklahoma often, and a couple up here in Washington and Oregon. Those are quarry blasts. Be assured that you're not going to be getting a false positive. Those are quarry blasts, and they are registered as such. New Mexico is still chugging right along with some 3.0s there in White City, California. The usual amount of activity. So in general, pretty quiet as far as the earthquake activity goes in our region. Space weather. Well, as predicted, a coronal mass ejection hit Earth's magnetic field at 0254 UT January 4th. The impact jolted magnetometers around the world, with the Canberra station in Australia registering a sudden impulse of 38 NT. So that's the area of the planet that G1 class storm hit, the one they have been predicting. Now, there was a significant, which we talked about on the 3rd, there was a significant far side solar explosion. Something just exploded on the far side of the sun. Soho watched the debris, very bright and fast. CME. There she goes. Billow away from the sun's southeastern limb on January 3rd. This will not hit Earth. NOAA analysts have modeled the CME and determined that the edge of the storm will narrowly miss our planet. Non-Earth directed CME from an active region just beyond the eastern limb. NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory detected shock waves from the blast wrapping around both of the sun's poles, so it was a good-sized blast. This suggests a very powerful explosion, possibly an X-flare. Radiation from the flare was eclipsed by the edge of the sun, reducing its intensity by 1 to 2 orders of magnitude, so that the Earth orbiting satellites detected only a C4 class event. Whatever exploded will soon turn to face Earth. The helioseismic echoes pinpoint its location no more than 2 days behind the sun's eastern limb. There's the blast site. This might be old sunspot AR3163, which spent the last 2 weeks transitioning the far side of the sun. It was big. The last time we saw it was in December, and it may have grown even bigger since, so stay tuned. You can also sign up for SMS texts and solar flare alerts here on spaceweather.com. There is that December sunspot activity. We had 2 fireballs yesterday, January 3rd, 2023. Nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. We have 2,324 potentially hazardous asteroids circling our planet here, January 4th, 2023. Today in particular, we have 2, so get your telescopes aimed to the sky if you want to see some activity, because it's definitely going on out there. I usually don't do balloon data, but today I wanted to because atmospheric radiation is decreasing. Atmospheric radiation is decreasing. In 2022, our latest measurements, which were July 2022, registered a 6-year low. What's going on? Ironically, the radiation drop is caused by increasing solar activity. Solar cycle 25 roared to life faster than forecasters expected, and the sun's strengthening and increasingly tangled magnetic field repels cosmic rays from deep space. Who'da thunk? In addition, the coronal mass ejections, the CMEs, sweep aside the cosmic rays, causing sharp reductions. These are called Forbush decreases. Two effects blend together to bring daily radiation levels down. This tells you more about the Forbush decrease. That is how our solar cycle, and it is going to peak. This is our solar cycle 24, moving into our solar cycle 25. This was a solar minimum. I did an entire video on this. Woo! July 2025 is when solar cycle 25 will peak. So we've got a couple of years of active solar weather. Again, you can find all the different links at the bottom of the webpage, along with all the wonderful analytic menu items to the side. Don't forget to show your kids. It's been really quiet lately as far as the Earth's weather, atmospheric weather, has been concerned. But it's kind of woke up in the last 24 hours. All kinds of moisture has developed. Now, I want to bring us into our country. If you're watching and you're not from North America, just bear with me, because I have a couple of things to talk about. Remember this system? And this system was here, and it kind of dropped, and I was really concerned that it was going to go across Canada and come down, and it ended up coming down earlier. However, it has dropped a foot of rain in the northern part of California. 12 inches of rain so far. Now, does California need the rain? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They've been dry as a bone. But to get this amount of rain in the period of time that it happened, it's going to be causing some aerial flooding. Hang in there. They're really floating out there in the northern part of California. This system here, which is not showing so much snow and ice today, actually showing more snow than ice today, this system has dropped 21 inches of snow in Nebraska at this point. I know that Nebraska has had some rolling blackouts. All of these states have been suffering from rolling blackouts. Friends on TikTok and on my other social medias have been letting me know that they're still doing the rolling. Things are tough up there. 21 inches. That's almost 2 feet of snow. But it's just kind of stalling. It's just stalling. They're going to get some storms across the south, along Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. So lots to report today. Anyway, I thank you for joining me for planetweather.com. This is what's happening on your planet today. Make sure you make the best of 2023. The only resolution you need to keep is just be a better person than you were last year. That's all you have to do. Anyway, you go kick some ass today. Love ya. Nana Prep out.